Well, around 2 days ago, my girlfriend and I broke up, and perhaps I shouldn't be sharing all this with the internet, but I kind of wanted to use this video as a way. I mean, not only if you're going through a breakup yourself, but as a way for me to reflect on, these past 48 hours, as well as like where I'm currently at and how I'm feeling. As I think it's important to embrace like whatever it is that you're going through right now, and truly through looking at it at different lenses, looking at it through different perspectives, get an idea of where you're currently at and the direction you're moving in. To be honest, over these past couple days, I've really truly been suppressing my feelings. It has been some of the hardest 48 hours, like emotionally, that I've been through. Not the worst. I mean, I've lost loved ones, and of course that's more severe and serious. But I spent 10% of my life with this individual, and I have still strong feelings for her, and I still am incredibly sad about us like mutually deciding to just split our ways for now. And truth be told, I really haven't given myself the opportunity to think everything through. I've devoted a lot of my time to being with my friends, which I think is good, right, to distract myself. But at the same time, you should still, approach like the feelings you have and truly think about, where you're currently at and the steps to take to, continue on. I think it's inevitably extremely difficult leaving a relationship, really for any given time. I mean, the longer, of course, is harder, just because that separation is just more difficult. Like you're more attached. But not talking just for these 2 days has felt super super hard, and I know it's super hard on her too. I can't help but wonder, like, what I could have done differently to prevent this whole thing from happening, um, which I know is a wrong way to look at the whole situation, but there's something about reaching this conclusion that doesn't sit right with me. But at the end of the day, we both weren't happy with where we were at, and we were not satisfied with our relationship, not because of anything external, but internally there was just something fundamentally wrong with our relationship. And I don't want to get into that right now. It could be literally its own separate video for how complex that must truly be, on like a social level. But rather, I just want to focus on getting over this and getting over, or not even getting over, but truly dealing with that feeling of loneliness after exiting a relationship, that feeling of emptiness that I think is somewhat inevitable after leaving a relationship with someone that was truly special. For me, this was my first relationship ever, truly, and so with that, the first breakup that I've had ever. And although this isn't, a traditional sort of video for my channel, I still think it's deeply relevant in that it's like a part of the human condition. This emotional heartbreak that I'm currently going through is like inevitable, and it's a human emotion. And yeah, these last 40 hours for me just have been super tough, and thinking through where I'm currently at with my life, and it's been tough, and I'm trying not to think about any sort of longevity. I'm not really trying to think about the future right now. I'm really trying to live day by day, but it's hard to look at that. I'm constantly still thinking about, the things that, my ex-girlfriend now, I'll have to say, is doing, what I'm gonna be doing, and if our paths will ever align again. But all that thinking is I think just the wrong way to approach this whole situation. And thinking this through now, I feel as if I just have to truly try to embrace the daily basis of doing things, and truly try to experience everything to its fullest and to enjoy everything to its fullest. I look at, and what I'm guilty of doing now is just in public today, I was with my friends and I saw something that reminded me of her, and that, that ruined my mood for a little bit, that made me feel some type of way. And so going forward from there and looking at something like that and being able to say, yeah, I associate that with her, but that's okay. We entered this new chapter of life. We're doing something else now, and inevitably, I think that this is going to be better for both of us. That's the idea and the energy that I'm trying to, I guess, create. It's obviously more difficult. It's easier said than done, but that's where I want to get to. I know it's still super fresh in my mind, super new. So I know these next weeks are going to be still extremely hard. I don't know at all, right, but how I'll feel, and that's okay. I want to embrace, my sadness, the loneliness that I'm feeling right now. Get through it and understand that it's normal, right? And it's important to have those other people in your life to help you out, but even more so than that is to really understand why you broke up or why that relationship stopped, and to go from there. All right, just have an idea as to why it occurred, and then be like, yeah, it was probably a good thing that it happened. And you get so caught up on all the positives of what happened in a situation like that, looking past tense at something like that, instead of looking at also the things that didn't work, that ultimately led to the outcome that you saw. So I hope that if you're going through some sort of breakup, or you have in the past, that you can relate to some of those things that I'm saying. And hopefully, if you have any advice to give me for someone or that's been through that, I'd love to hear it. It's inevitably going to be tough. I know that, no matter what. So getting through it is all there really is, right? It's life. So you deal with the bad stuff equally as the good, and just got to keep moving. Got to keep moving forward. I'm really sad and hung up, but I'm looking forward to whatever comes next, and gonna approach that with lots of energy, positivity, with passion. So I'm excited. While being, it's like a bittersweet moment, right? So yeah, that is my outlook on where I'm currently at, and perhaps you saw the last video, and maybe that's a reflection, right, of where my mental space was, knowing that the breakup was inevitable. Perhaps certainly had something to do with my line of thinking at the time. But thank you so much for reaching the end of the video, and for just sticking around and listening to me talk. I know it's slow, it's not overwhelming videos, nothing exciting, but I really do value you for taking the time out of your day to watch, and I just appreciate it. So thank you so much, and peace out.